So it's time to start our playthrough of Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We have Death Counter, as Death Counter's going to go through, and we're going to be playing both DLCs. So it's going to be interesting to see this. And one of the biggest reasons we're going to have a Death Counter is because of the difficulty we're going to be playing on. So I'm going to press this, it's going to load up the menu. So, the biggest thing... Why would I want to skip that?
I see you
before. It's going to go through this. I thought I had a little option screen beforehand. Oh well.
Clutching your babes.
Subtitles run automatically. That's amazing. The only part of this game I've played is, like I say, is the little tutorial segment in the beginning. Like, you have the one section of the map, and then you complete that, and you go to another segment of the map. That's the only thing I've done in this game. The rest of this is a complete blind playthrough. So this is going to be my first ever time, basically, playing through Witcher 3. Deathmatch, we'll get to the difficulty in a moment, but it's not going to be Deathmatch. It is going to be one of the high ones, but it's not going to be the highest. Basically, the difficulty we plan to play on... By the way, if the game's too quiet or something, please let me know. I would like to get that fixed as quick as possible. The difficulty we're going to be playing on is a hard enough difficulty that it recommends, but not over the top hard. I think it's like one below Deathmatch. No, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving over here, weirdly.
Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence.
How is it shame?
The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget.
You're doing a deathmatch playthrough at the moment.
From beyond our world, the wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The dark raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
I love the way they talk in this game. Oh, that was just the go to main menu screen. Brilliant. So, let's go through a few things. We'll have on-screen tutorials, automatic finishes. No. Yes, colorblind friendly on. Turn off Witcher fisheye effect. Yes. Enemy upscaling. We'll leave that off. Return to looks. We'll leave that alone. Additional set. Yes. We'll leave all the looks alone. Automatically save every 10 minutes. I think that should be good. Display. Real quick. Check this over. Motion blur off. Brightness okay. I just want to make sure all of this is good. Subtitles on. Yes. Is that Hearthstone's DLC menu? It's just the latest one from what I'm aware of. Audio. We'll turn the master down to 75%. Music down to 80%. Effects down to 80. And voices to 85. So we're gonna go new game. Fresh start. I could start from like the level thing to go straight into DLC, but fresh start, completely fresh. So I think it's Broken Bone. Your seasoned, determined gamer. Because this is the difficulty. I believe it's maybe. I'm sure there was a different way of selecting the difficulty in this. Like it used to give you a bit more detail about it. Witcher 3 enemies hit 200% damage. Holy shit! No, don't want that. Difficulty. View page. Show me. You'll get 100%, but you'll get 90% on deathmatch. Wow. We just reference what's normal health and damage are. Group types again. Blah 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 blah. So they've actually changed how this works then. Yeah, basically, just the story. Enemies have 50% less health, and do normal damage. Sword and story, enemies have 10% more health and do 40% more damage. Blood and Broken Bones, enemies do have 20% more health, 100% and do 130% more damage. And on Death March, the enemies have 80% more health and do 230% more damage. This also affects the experience you gain from quests. For example, on just on sword, story and sword. Sorry, on just the story and story and sword, you'll get 100% experience no matter what you do. On Blood and Broken Bones, you'll get 90% of the experience earned, and on as Death March, you'll get 80% of the experience earned. So it affects a lot in the game. I thought there was a difficulty where you can't regen, and you gotta basically like sleep every day for your oils. Or is that just part of the game now? Is it just, that's just part of the game? So literally all I'm doing right now is pick how hard the enemies are going to be. Because it used to be like it used to pick a determinant of the game state, didn't it? I want to make sure I'm correct with this. Your difficulty used to kind of determine how the game used to be, right? Blood and Broken Bone and Death March, you won't get any more health during meditation. I think that's what I'm looking for. So we're probably going to be going Blood and Broken Bone. So I'm not one of these type of people that plays it like in the hardest difficulty, but it's like there was a lot of things that were similar with Death March and one below it, and we're gonna go with Blood and Broken Bone. Show tutorials, yes. Simulate. If that means it's gonna look for one, I've got that wrong. Off with their head. I was quickly reading through. Okay, so even I found, oh yeah, Yennefer is better than Trish, no discussion here. So we're tracking down the woman. Who I believe that's actually going to be Yennefer. Because I can't remember this. Is there a cap on your inventory, like how much you can hold? Or is there an unlimited inventory? But hello there. You think there's a cap? Yeah, there's a cap on your inventory. Fair enough.
You know I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but
Oh yeah, I should probably warn people there is nudity in this game. Heads up.
You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
Boobies! Best boobs in all gaming. Now, while we've also got people here, I want to put this to a vote. If we have time to, when we're done with Witcher 3, because I've been told by a friend that's completed this numerous of times on Death March, I'm probably going to get through the game and both DLCs within this month. If that is true, welcome to Witcher 3, I'll read that in a moment. I have two options for what to play in December. Dying Light 1 and the following DLC, or Final Fantasy 15. Welcome to the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This tutorial will introduce the game's core elements. Each message will be saved in the glossary. You'll also find determined information about world lore and gameplay mechanics. Table tutorials, please go to the options menu.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch
Insane
the welcoming drones?
Dragon! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the binary. Hope you enjoy your stay here in the database where you've just been uploaded, my friend. Thank you very much. The minimap in the upper right hand corner of your display shows your current location and surrounding area. Underneath the minimap you'll find objectives for your active quest. Okay, so use your Witcher Center. And that's left trigger.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
E. To unlock a door, walk up to them and press A.
Lilac and gooseberries, of course.
Geralt, stop fingering my toiletries.
Sorry about this.
Got
Damn
any
it.
clothes that aren't black or white?
Undergarments.
Okay. Put this over here.
Nothing but silver.
Gold clashes with my complexion. You should know that.
How does one run? That's punching. Jumping.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake
Wakey
up,
wakey,
Master.
sleepyhead.
These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too.
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
We spoiled her.
Gotta admit, we've spoiled her.
We've spoiled her. I've been saying it from the start. Ciri needs a firm hand.
Been saying that true. But you let her walk all over you just like the rest of us do.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Okay then.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right.
See, there's actually like a castle you can go to in Poland, I think it is. Wherever like basically the writers and stuff are from.
Maybe for a witcher.
Drowners or striggers will go easy on you.
And you can actually go for like a weekend-long Witcher experience, where they'll treat like you all have to take a role and stuff.
Disobeying his
But
instructions.
they'll
Unwise.
train you to become a Witcher and stuff.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna read Ghouls and Al-Ghouls in its entirety, appendices included.
No, please. I'd rather clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Yes, because tutorial about running and
Of
stuff.
course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
To the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
So he's just running automatically now.
What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps. Siri, cut it out.
Falling from a height. Be nice to Siri. Trust me, you'll see.
I win.
Your legs are longer. I'll show you yet.
Your legs are longer. Yes, perfect excuse. Ah, there we go. That's what I needed.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zeracania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep.
Incoming
You have a
host.
point. Thank you for the host there, Vagabond. The support is much appreciated, my friend.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Yes,
Stop
because you are a
droning
dummy.
and grab a sword.
Was disappointed to see no stream today. I was in need of your help for with Octavia's neuroptics. Tomorrow.
What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Fundamentals. Yes.
Should work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
Draw your sword, Geralt.
Which you prefer to fight for all kinds of foes, be plate as clan knights, warriors or bone crushing giants, to match the strength to exploit the weaknesses which would need to use various weapons and combat techniques. Joke man, you do you. I just forgot. Give you a thank you gift for Sunday, you and Dark. Next time you're on, I will. No problem. The core tools of their trade are swords, one steel for fighting humans and non-humans. and the other silver for slaying monsters. Witches have also mastered a simple form of combat magic. These signs are not as powerful as spells wielded by mages, but they can be very cast very quickly with simple one-handed gestures, making them quite useful in the heat of combat. Witches are very adept in basic alchemy. They can brew powerful potions, blade oils, and bombs, all of which give them a keen advantage when fighting stronger or faster foes. To draw your sheath, select a target, pressing the right stick.
Quick cuts. 1, 2, 3.
So X is our fast attack, Y is our strong attack.
Never lock your elbow when striking. Done.
Position, Siri. Footwork. Remember.
Dodge to one side. So B's our dodge, yeah? Press A. So it's basically a further dodge.
Now, parry. Siri.
Hold left trigger to parry attack.
It's angled.
What am I supposed to parry? Oh, you stupid dummy.
Pretend now. Live late. Riposte. Strike.
Just before your opponent strikes to form a counter. I think I'd rather dodge, but I can see that becoming a thing later.
Now, young lady. To bring the day to a close, we'll
To
go
access
over
the
a
quick
few
menu,
witches.
use the quick sigil, and then right trigger the cast. Wait for him to attack.
Gwen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why.
Protect you against damage and certain critical effects.
Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly.
Okay.
See? If not for the Gwen sign, I'd be aflame by now.
It deals fire damage and has a chance to burn foes. So, like, they're two as very useful ones. Oh, shit.
See that, Siri?
Knockbacks.
Knock anyone or anything. Time for Axie. Damn it. I hate this feeling. Axie can be one more mind. There it is now. Show her, Geralt. See this, Siri? Couldn't move if I wanted to.
Oh, God.
Throw a bomb. Don't worry, Siri. Gwen will dampen the blow.
Throw the, press right beat for a bomb. Okay. Let's go some distance. Combat tutorial is over.
Fine. Enough. Continue training at will.